Actually, I'm not a research student at a university. I'm an investigative photographer. Imagine what a scoop it'd be if I got a picture of that monster. That's why I was camping out by the lake. But that's all I was hiding. When I heard the bang, I looked right straight out at the lake. There wasn't much else to look at, so I would just watch that boat the whole time. Then I saw a flash near one of the men's hands, and I heard another gunshot. I was looking right at that boat the whole time. Cross my heart and hope to fry. Cross my heart and hope to fry. Okay.
Well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Objection!
The witness's testimony is unchanged from before. Whether she is a research student or a photographer has no bearing on this case. There is no need to waste more of our time with another pointless cross-examination. I claim the defense's right to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Von Karma's up to something, I know it. He doesn't want me to cross-examine her because... Why? Was there a contradiction? Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. You seem sure of yourself. You must have something in mind. I'm making up words. Huh, that would be a first. Oh, sorry, he's not actually laughing. Haha, very funny. You understand that this is your last chance at a cross-examination, Mr. Wright. If there's no problem with the testimony this time, we will let the witness leave. I will announce my verdict at that time, Mr. Wright. Understood? Yes, Your Honor.
YouTube is a scary place. I heard they have videos. Aw, man. Aw, man. Her whole afro moves when she scratches her head. What's up with that? Wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched the boat the whole time.
Miss Hart, were you really looking at that boat?
What's with you? Of course I was looking at it. It was the only thing out there. Any normal person be looking at it.
I agree, any normal person would. But you are far from normal.
What? Y'all want to step over here and say that?
You were camping at the lake to take a picture of Gordy. Think about it. What would you do if you heard a loud noise? You'd be scanning the lake for any sign of Gordy, that's what. You wouldn't give the boat a second thought. Order! Continue, Mr. Wright. That order was so calm. Order, please. Everyone, please calm down. I cannot speak over you. You testified that you were watching the boat through binoculars. However, you wouldn't need binoculars to watch that boat. You needed them to search for Gordy, and that's what you were doing. Well?
Well, now that y'all mention it, I did sort of take my binoculars and kind of scan the lake a bit. I mean, Gordy might be out there and all.
Miss Hart! Are you saying that you were not watching the boat, then?
Sorry, y'all. I wasn't fibbing, really. I thought, I could be a witness to a murder and all. I kind of got excited. I was sure I was watching that boat, till now.
This is totally uncalled for.
But hey! You got that photograph, you got proof!
Still, we can't see who's shooting who in this.
Right. That's why I took this photo and...
Witness, that's enough. You've had a long day. Shut your pie hole.
Shut my what? That's the part I was talking about.
Shut your pie hole. What was she going to say? She took the photo and what? Wait a second. She even had a photograph to prove it. But you really can't tell from the photo who's shooting. That's why she said she's going to enlarge the photo. She said it'll drop the quality a mite, but should let us see who's who. She enlarged that photo. Why won't Von Karma let her show it? I've got a hunch. I bet that enlarged photo shows something bad for Von Karma. This is my chance. If I'm wrong, though, it'll mean prison for Edgeworth, or worse. What should I do? What should I do? What to do with the do and the do? Miss Hart, look at this photograph.
He keeps saying that, and every time he says it, I think of that damn Nickelback song.
You enlarged this photograph, did you not?
Yeah, I did.
Why has that enlargement not been presented to the court?
Objection!
Because it does not exist.
What are y'all talking about? You were the one who told me not to show it in court in the first place. You old fool. Shut your pie hole.
What's the meaning of this, Mr. Von Karma? Miss Hart. Show the photo to the court. Show us the enlargement. Enlargement. Oh man, Phoenix Wright's going this way too. Oh shit. I'm Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. The prosecution objects to the submission of the evidence.
Too many voices at once.
Objection denied. The witness will show the enlargement to the court.
Here it is.
We still cannot see who's firing at us. It could be the defendant, or maybe it's not.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you for that.
Regardless, I'll accept this as evidence. Happy now, Mr. Wright? There has to be something. You asked for the enlargement, you got the enlargement. And little good it has done any of us. That's why I requested she not show it. I suppose this means that the cross-examination is over, obviously. Then I would like to close the cross-examination of Miss Lottehart. And none too soon. That was a flagrant waste of my time. Mr. Von Karma, do you have anything to add? I stated everything I needed to when this trial began. Decisive evidence. A decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course. Then I believe it is time for me to declare my verdict. Wait, it's not supposed to go like this. There has to be a clue in this photo somewhere. This is bad. Real bad. What should I do? Your Honor, there's something decidedly strange with this enlargement. What might that be? Mr. Wright, you will show the court what you mean. What about this photo is strange? Okay, here goes nothing. I'll show the judge what's strange about this photo. It's their jackets. It just doesn't match up. I mean, who wears trench coat on December 25th when it's freezing cold? You should be wearing a winter coat. And this comes down to fashion check. That's what it comes down to. Here, Your Honor. The shooter? I'm not sure I understand. What about the shooter is strange? Look at the hand holding the pistol, Your Honor. The hand? That hand directly contradicts another piece of evidence. This man's left hand does what? I just read that really weird. Let me show you. I'll show you the evidence that left hand contradicts. The evidence is clear. The man in this photograph is holding that pistol in his left hand. However, the prints on the murder weapon were from Edgeworth's right hand. Ergo, what is he becoming Edgeworth now? Ergo, the man shooting the photo? The man shooting the pistol in this photograph is not Mr. Edgeworth.
Yep, no color photos in the 21st century. Sorry, whoops.
Now that everyone in the courtroom is quieted down, I would like to reconvene this court of law. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You've given us definitive proof today. We now know that it was not Mr. Edgeworth who fired the pistol that night. However, this leaves us with a rather large problem. If Mr. Edgeworth didn't do it, then who was phone? Precisely. As we have seen, there were no other people on the lake that night. Who but the defendant could have shot the victim?
Larry! Larry did it! Larry did it. Pretty sure. God damn it.
When something smells, it's usually the butts. There's only one explanation remaining. The man who shot the victim was none other than the victim himself. Order! Order! So, you're saying that the victim committed suicide? Yes, Your Honor. I can think of no other explanation. Indeed, that does seem to be the only remaining option. I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright, but suicide is out of the question. What? An examination of the victim's wound reveals the distance at which he was shot. The distance? The victim was clearly shot from further than a meter away. A meter? That's 3 feet! There is no way it could have been suicide.
Why wasn't that in the autopsy?
Order! Order! Mr. Von Karma, are you sure of the accuracy of your data? Of course. I had already considered the possibility of suicide, you see.
Oh, now it's updated. Oh, of course, of course. It was Gordy. Yep.
I see. Very well, allow me to state my opinion. Considering the situation, the shooter had to be the defendant, Mr. Edgeworth. However, the prints on the gun reveal that the shooter was not Mr. Edgeworth. This is a conundrum.
Indeed.
Therefore, I would like to suspend proceedings for this trial for the day. The court orders the defense and the prosecution to further investigate this matter. Understood? Yes, Your Honor. That is all. The court is adjourned.
Ban me for spoilers. No! Not the curry, Sensei. Sensei, no.
Phew, that was a close one. Hey, don't you have anything to say? No, I have yet to be declared innocent, right? Well, yeah, but what happened out there on the lake anyway? If he didn't commit suicide, then who? The shooter was... oops, it's not Edgeworth. The shooter was about a meter away, too. What? Don't give me that look. I mean, I read it weird. I did not kill him. I was just kidding around. Look, I'm gonna go check on Maya. Oh. Right. What? Tell her something for me. What? Tell her to watch what she says in court. That's all. Yeah, I'm sure she'll be happy to hear you say that, Edgeworth. Jerk. Edgeworth jerk. I requisitioned a transcript of Lotta's entire testimony. I thought it might give me some ammunition for the trial tomorrow. Of course, she didn't see the shooter, so the only part of her testimony that stood was the bang she heard.
Okay, since I just saved, I think it's time to just fuel up a little bit, because I just finished my drink, and the voice acting does kill my throat a little bit, so... I know, I'm sorry I said Inquisition. I will be right back. I'm gonna try to be as quick as possible to just grab something to drink. So, be right back.